It's good to have you join us again on Daybreak Monday edition on Edo Broadcasting Service Television. Today's choice, and we're going to be looking at this latest initiative by the state government talking about Edo ID card. What it's all about, and we have a guest in the house to do justice to this question. There is no other person than Honorable Comrade Felix Osamui Usagede. He is Director of Media and Publicity, Edo State Residency Card Project, and is also Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Media. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, talking about Edo ID card, I believe some persons are hearing about it for the first time. What is it all about, Edo ID card?
Well, let me first of all appreciate you for deeming it fit to invite us to talk about this. The Edo Residency card was launched last year, November, during the Alao Daro Summit. And since then, we've been, going around to get the citizens to buy in. The essence of the card, just like every other ID card, is to identify our people. We need to know where we are, where we live, how we do business. You can also attest to the fact that because of security issues we're having now, there's a need for us to identify ourselves so that we'll know how to plan for the citizenry of the state. So that's actually one of the essence. There are so many other benefits which with time I'll be rolling out as the program progresses.
Okay, this Edo Residency card, you've been able to tell us why it's coming on board, apart from the security reasons, identification, we need to know ourselves and be able to stake our claim in the state.
Yes.
Now, who are those who want to have this idea? Is it for everybody or specific aspect of the society? Is it for everybody? Children, youth, adult, mothers, fathers, is it for everybody?
The Edo Residency card is for everybody, including children.
Wow.
But for the children, of course, the children, they will have NIN. When they are to register, we make use of their parents' NIN alongside their birth certificate. In a situation where the child does not have a birth certificate, the parents are actually required to get a letter of reference from maybe a community leader or a traditional ruler. So it's for everybody, including those that are not here, because there's a self-service option that can enable whoever that does not reside here to key in. So it's actually for everybody.
You made mention of benefits. We're coming to that, though you said that when the time comes.
No, just before that, let me quickly continue. Sir, Comrade.
Yes, sir.
When you talk about everybody, there are some countries that have naturalization policies. Edo State is the hub of, like a mini Nigeria, the heartbeat. We have non-Edo indigenes that have been here. You have laws like naturalization laws. You have Hausas, Yorubas, the Ibiras, and the Benue, the Kogis, who have been here for some time. Now, if you spend some naturalization laws say that if you are born, you have a birth certificate, or you have lived in a place for 10 years, automatically you apply for citizenship.
Of course.
Now, does it not encompass, because we're about 4 million plus people now, inhabitants in the state, does it now encompass other states or other nationals who have been in Edo State? Because it says it's for everybody.
Yeah.
We know that we have houses that have properties.
Non-indigenous.
Non-indigenous. Now, if by naturalization they want to be part of this ID card issues, do they have the right to?
Now, this is it. The project is called Edo Residency ID card, not Edo Citizens ID card. Residency. If you live here, you work here, you reside here, then you are to register for this ID card. Because if you look at the wave of crime, you discover that the crime is not only committed
no,
by...
Sorry, sir. Citizenship and residency, what's the difference?
The difference is that...
Yeah, by definition.
Okay. The difference is that
yes.
You are a citizen
yes.
of Edo State. Maybe you were born here.
Good.
Then you might be a resident and not be a citizen, just like the people you mentioned a while ago. So we are not saying citizens ID card, but Edo State Residency ID card for people who live here. We need to identify our neighbors, we need to know ourselves, we need to be able to track these people in case anything happens. But the most important of it all, I don't know, maybe you allow me to just go through the benefits.
Yes, that was what I was coming to before. What are the benefits inherent in?
All right.
What am I going to derive from it? So what is my benefits?
Beautiful. Just like any other ID card, this ID card is a unique identifier.
Wow.
When you flag it anywhere, it just shows that, oh, you are a resident in Edo State. Then beyond that, this ID card, we enable the government to, with time, to disburse some welfare packages to the vulnerable in the states. Then again, this ID card, just like your ATM card, will also enable you to perform some ATM transactions. You know, just like you take your ATM to the machine and it dispenses money for you. So those are the benefits. Then again, it also harmonizes your data with the government. If the government wants to reach you, it is easy for the government to reach you. Anywhere in the world, if you want to talk about meaningful development, no country can actually, you know, do a meaningful development without adequate data. For us, we want to have a data that our citizens and residents can be tracked through.
Wow.
Now, some people might think that this is political.
Okay.
So because for every, now we are in the political space, political era, and they weigh more influence. Most people might think that this introduction of Edo ID card might become moribund, or that your government, you're part of this government as SSA or SA.
Yes.
That your government has a political motive. Is this ID card politically motivated, or just to bring Edo State to another phase of, development and accessibility? Well,
I laugh when I hear people talk about politics when the governor is doing a people-centric program.
About the word people-centric, I'm hearing that for the first time.
Yes, people-centric is the fact that when you do a project that people are able to relate with.
Yes.
Project that
people-oriented project.
People-oriented project. People are able to say, oh, this thing, I am benefiting from it.
Yeah.
This thing is for the good of the land. That is people-centric project.
Yeah.
Now, talking about a project like this one,
ID card.
whoever that is affiliating this to any political system, then that person has an ulterior motive. Why do I say this? When crime is committed, crime does not know whether you belong to political party A or you belong to political party B. That is that. Then again, when you are talking about a project like this, you're only trying to ensure that you have adequate data. For instance, now in Edo State, we have a lot of primary school pupils. Okay, now you need to be able to identify the fact that, oh, in few years time, these primary school pupils would have graduated to secondary school level. So how do you plan for them if you don't have their data now? So these are the essence of this project. It is not politically motivated. There is no political undertone at all.
What is the process involved if you want to acquire this ID card? How do you go about it?
Beautiful. Before now, we came up with a very smart process and procedure to acquiring this ID card. We decided to be stationed at some primary schools around Edo South. Redo, Ikpoba, Ego. These are three flagship local government that we started from.
In Edo South?
In Edo South.
Okay.
The project is actually a statewide project that will cut across the three senatorial districts. But for now, we are focusing on Edo South. But because the schools are on holiday as we speak, so we decided to do something even smarter by involving the entire local government in Edo South. If you go to Abudu, for instance, which is the headquarters of Orion, you meet our desk there. You can register from there. Now, talking about what you need to register, there are basic ID cards like the national ID card, driver's license, the voter card, then international passport.
NIM, does NIM have anything to do there?
Yes. As a matter of fact, for those who do not have NIN, we can also generate your NIN in the process.
Okay.
If you already have an NIN, better.
It's an advantage.
It's an advantage because you can use the self-service option.
Okay, let's get this clear. It's either you have NIN, driver's license, which other thing?
Passport, international passport.
International passport. If you have any of these, you can go register for it.
That is it.
Okay.
That is it. Those are the requirements.
Okay.
Voter card, international passport, then NIN, of course, NIN is there.
Driver's
But
license.
one thing about the NIN I want to emphasize is this. There are a lot of people as we speak, they don't have NIN.
Yes. They do.
When you get to the center, any of our centers, when you tell them you don't have NIN, it's not a problem at all. Your NIN will be generated.
That is another advantage.
That is actually one of the things we are using to drive the project.
Wow.
You come around, NIN is not an issue, but you won't have access to that NIN until 48 hours or thereabout. But the registration will not stop, because at the end of the day, you are going to be issued the card. Your card will also come with RIN.
Okay.
RIN is Residency Identification Number.
Okay, is there a deadline or time frame in getting this ID card?
Well, I told you a while ago that we just started. It was launched in November last year.
Yes.
So for now, we are not looking at any deadline. We are making effort to ensuring that our citizens, first of all, will have a buy-in. Then we encourage everybody.
They understand it.
They key into it.
And are willing to get
That is
it.
the buy-in.
That is the buy-in.
Yes.
Because the point now is that a lot of people are hysterical and fragile because of the present situation of the country. Some people might think there are too many ID cards. What is the priority of ID card to all of this? You have NIM, you have national ID card, you have this and that and that and that. Now, coming to the ID card, what benefits in terms of job seeking and job acquisition? Because there are some, it is clear that in Edo State, all the people in the civil service, not all of them are Edo EGs. Will it be of an advantage for a job seeker?
First of all, I'm able to tell you that about 5,000 civil servants have already keyed in.
Okay.
Civil and public servants in Edo State. Now, talking about the prospects for a job seeker, first of all, you have to be identified. When you are registered, there are certain details that will be required that you impute.
Yes.
Okay, that data alone will give the government, an opportunity to know who is engaged and who is not engaged.
Okay.
Of course, when that database is available, so we already know that SY number of people, they are not engaged in Edo State. When advert is placed, it behoves on you to apply. And once you apply, we already know from the database that this person is not engaged. It starts from there. So there's a whole lot of prospect for people to key in. Then again, I said something a while ago that for the vulnerable, when you have that ID card, automatically you'll be registered within the government database that you are vulnerable. So if there's any welfare package that the government will roll out tomorrow, you will be the first beneficiary.
That is actually what caught my
during Christmas.
attention when you
not necessarily.
Don't tell me you're already
we are not doing stomach infrastructure, for instance. There are so many things you can benefit.
No, Easter is around the corner, so you guys can.
When you started reeling out the benefits, when we started, that was what caught my attention. That the vulnerable ones are going to be having welfare packages, because now the government will be able to identify them and know what to do, how to plan towards their welfare.
Then again, for pensioners, then for health benefits, insurance benefits, all these things will be imputed.
Wow.
Because you have this card, it is now very easy for the government to reach out to you and plan with you as regards your health benefit, insurance benefit, and even for pensioners. So it's a whole lot of projects. His Excellency himself is the chairman of this, project.
Let me just
the other services coordinating.
Is there any fee attached to your card?
Not at all.
Okay, it's free.
Absolutely free.
When you go to go for the registration, it's free.
Absolutely
free. They call it
free.
pro bono, or the governor pays for it. The governor has.
It's free, Kayode.
This is what the government is doing for the citizenry. The governor is a visionary leader. He knows that when he says come and pay, you are likely to say, why is he asking us to pay? So he has taken that burden off us. Then he's asking us to.
No, it's good to know, and it's also good to tell our viewers.
It's just go and register, you won't pay anything.
No, it's absolutely free.
No, I need ID card already.
Of course. You need it. We all need it.
As those of us in the media business, we also need to tell people.
Yes.
Clearly. Because some people will think that later the system can be hijacked. Just like when some systems start, later they will come. When they were talking about registering and getting your PVC, some people in INEC were taking money from people. So by the time the awareness, we are building up capacity for awareness now from the media.
Yes.
Some of your men, those ones in Udo, Opoji, Ugbegu, they might just lie down and say bring 2 naira.
When that is done, then we will review the process. But I can assure you, so far we have not had anything like that.
No, that's interesting.
From what you just reeled out now, in respect of the benefit inherent in this Edo residency card, I think to me is laudable, is worth a while, it's something we all should go for. So I would want you, sir, to take your time, some few minutes. When I mean take your time, I mean do it. Let those who are still skeptical and thinking, what's this? Convince them to go for it, because it's a laudable initiative.
Well, I must say this at this point. You see, no matter how you want to look at it, I often tell people, of course, anywhere I bring about this argument, they always say, is it because you are in government, you are defending the government? The governor is working as 3-in-1 governor, His Excellency. You can see this for yourself in the numerous projects that we have. For people who are skeptical, let me allay your fears. This project is entirely a people's project. This is the first time the governor wants to identify with us. He wants to plan with us. He needs you to key in, because there are a lot of benefits you will get from this. If for nothing else, if you have a card, for instance, and with that card you can access healthcare facility. With that card you can have your data updated with the government. That means you are no longer unknown. The government knows you automatically. With that card you can flag the card anywhere, and you easily be identified as somebody that is from Edo State. That for me is massive, and with time so many other benefits will be keyed in, because we are just starting. Okay, so I want to say, please go all out and register. And beautiful enough, we have other registration centers which we are just incorporating. If you go to the secretariat, a desk is being planned to be there. Then if you go to the House of Assembly complex, you meet a desk there. Then the High Court premises, you meet a desk there, alongside the 7 local government within Edo South, their headquarters. Ikpobaraka, Idogbo, Orion, you have Abudu. Via North East, you have Okada. Then there's other one in Gobazuwa. Okay, so you meet us there. If
some persons decide to go this morning, to meet these persons there to register there.
As we speak,
yes,
we are taking, of course, the elections, took a whole lot of delays. Then now we are trying to do away with the fact that elections are over. Then we are just mobilizing now.
Okay.
Any moment from this money, you will meet our people in this
House of Assembly, State Secretariat, High Court
premises. Then House of Assembly complex. Then alongside the 7 local government within Edo South. We are coming. We are going to Edo North. We are going to Edo Central. It's a statewide project.
Yes. Wow. It's a laudable one. It's a bang, and I know it's going to be a huge success, because we have a series of benefits to get from this initiative.
Can I quickly say this? For those who may not have the chance to go to any of this venue, there is a self-service option. You can actually log on to edoresidency.edostate.gov.ng.
Okay.
You take that again, sir.
edoresidency.edostate.gov.ng. And if you want me to reel out some phone numbers you want to contact for further information, of course, if you permit me, I will do that.
Go ahead.
Please go ahead.
You have some phone numbers. They are 081 39 86 2280, 090 88 38 0601.
Okay. Thank you very much. You've heard from Comrade Felix Osaonyi Osagede, Director of Media and Publicity, Edo State Residency Card Project. He is also the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Media. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And shedding light on this all important initiative embarked upon by the state government.
Thank you.
Viewers, we appreciate your time with us. Before we get out from here, Kayode, your last word, please.
It's been a wonderful time. So just key into the Edo State ID card. It's a laudable one, and it will do you good.
From me to Kinto, it will enjoy the benefits. I remain Joy Musagedo, telling you have a beautiful day, and we made it worth your while, I believe. Bye-bye.